So joining me on this hunt is Tyler Tiller. He's the CEO of Timber Creek Outdoors, who's been our title sponsor of the television show for many, many years. But on today's hunt, he's going to be doing something he's never done before, and that's hunting using a handgun.
Tyler and I just got in the blind, and I want you to know how much we appreciate you guys, because we're out here for you right now. It is so stinking hot. I don't know if you can tell by the sweat on our faces, but you dang sure can't appreciate how hot it is right now.
So hot, we're sitting here rubbing ice on ourselves.
We have ice in our hats right now, and I'm getting a brain freeze as we speak. But Tyler's on deck with the Glock.
So we're getting set up in the same blind as yesterday, and we were able to have some success, knock down a big pig right out here, and we're hoping that the same pigs come back today. There was probably 20 or more pigs in that sounder. You ready? Yeah, I'm on one of those red ones. Okay, here it goes. Yeah. Boom. Got it done. Yeah. That's fun. Dude, that's awesome. Good shot. Is that a rush? Man, that is fun with them so close.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tyler, you know, filming, I don't always get jacked up, but I was pretty jacked up on that one.
It was crazy. They were so close.
We're out here on a buddy's property out in South Texas, and there are hogs everywhere, aren't they?
Oh, it's incredible.
But tell everybody about the shot. Tell them how the hunt went.
Yeah, they came right in, like we said, and this one came in first and put the red dot right there behind the ear and touched off and dropped straight down.
It was awesome. Well, I was sure happy to be a part of it, and you killed it with that pistol. All right, everybody, well, we're gonna get this pig wrapped up here, and we're gonna go check out how Keith did tonight.
I think clearing the brush out of here was a big factor, and the pigs have moved on out. So, I don't know. We're gonna stay put till dark, see what happens. Well, you talk about a bit of bad news, and this is horrible news. I'm gonna show you why. So, last night, we took a nice hog here. If you take a look at that video, you see all the thick brush. And I actually made comments about the thick brush and how difficult it is to see, but that's the reason why the animals move through this thick brush. Now today, we all of a sudden pop back in the blind and take a look. Somebody got in here with the bulldozers, and right now, boy, things have changed. So honestly, I don't have much confidence at all. Talk about a miracle. Pigs just showed up like crazy. I don't know how many of them there are down there, but I'm sitting here, they're just still coming out. I'm thinking maybe they were here last night and I couldn't see them because of all the brush. I'm not sure. That couldn't have worked out any better. So I'm gonna stay put here until I run out of light, and then we're gonna grab the MSRs and go to work on these guys, because these hogs like it after dark, and I can see why, because it's hot, hot, hot during the day. All right, so this is what I call the perfect size party pig. I mean, look at this guy. It's actually a little sow, but it's just perfect to put on the pit. And the thing about it is, look, I shot it right there in the noggin, and it dropped instantly. And now that it's dark, we're gonna grab the MSRs and head to the field and see if we can really put a hurting on the hogs. All right, so we got some problems coming up that I tell you what, never had anything like this happen before. The next engagement, we're walking up this road, and these hogs are everywhere. It's like God put these hogs in the perfect place. They could not have been better, and we get set up.
So we see some hogs way down the lane, and we're gonna take our time. The wind's perfect, and we're gonna stock up close on them. We get set up on the hogs, and as the hogs run off, I look over and Keith's not shooting. Something's clearly wrong.
There they go, there they go. can't. The gun won't fire. My gun doesn't go off. Like, are you kidding me? It's like, now I know something's wrong. There's a catastrophic failure, and it's like, why won't my gun fire? I'm done. I don't know what the heck's going on, but we're fixing to find out. I messed up. I messed up really, really bad, and I'm gonna show you how I messed up. You know, I love going on hog hunts, and I could call them shoot 'em up bang bangs. And you've seen me shoot lots of hogs on video over the years. And my rifles, I treat them right. I always say that you treat your rifle right, it's gonna treat you right. We wound up, we had the perfect setup, a big group of hogs with an easy shooting distance, and we moved up to take the shot. And something was wrong with my rifle. What was wrong is the trigger mechanism on my rifle had never been cleaned. I'm gonna spray it down in here. I'm gonna wipe it down and let it dry. What I like to do is take just a little bit of CLP and come in here and coat it. And look here, my secret weapon. Swabs to get down in here and just make sure everything clean deep down in that trigger. Just a little bit of CLP is all I wind up doing. And then I'm gonna wipe off the excess, just like this. And I'll clean the rifle, the bolt carry group, like I normally do. But the failure that I had last night will not happen to me again, because now I know that not only does the bolt carry group need to be cleaned and the barrel, but the trigger needs to be cleaned too. All right, so take a look at what it looks like afterwards. Is that not pretty or what? Talk about a hard lesson learned, but lesson learned big time. Guns cleaned and back to working perfectly. So there's an old saying, you know, bird in the hand's worth more than two in the bush, I guess. And same when you're hog hunting, you know, I want to take the for sure deal. So, you know, we're walking up these hogs, there's a bunch of hogs out in the field.
And we're seeing hogs everywhere. We head down to this one pasture and look out with the thermals, and there are hogs everywhere. Now as we get set up, Keith and I are making a plan, who's gonna shoot which ones first, where we're gonna work when the chaos starts. All of a sudden we notice the pigs are too close. A good problem to have is having pigs close, but these pigs were too close. So Keith and I get a plan. He's gonna start at the ones on the left, I'm gonna start on the right. We do a countdown, and that first shot, both pigs drop. Then it got crazy. There were pigs running left, right. That's another hit. And we just started working our way across, taking them off one at a time. Oh, come on, don't screw this one up. There we go. There's another hit.
Yep. I love doing this. I mean, this is one of the most fun things that I can do hunting. The deal is you're leveling the field, the playing field with the hogs when you go out at nighttime.
So we get set up down this road and everything's perfect. The wind's in our face, the hogs are walking towards us.
There's a bunch of hogs on the road. So, I mean, we're walking up trying to close the distance. All of a sudden, here's one much closer. Here's one that's like, okay, this is a layup right here. This is one that we can't miss, and we're not gonna mess it up. So it's like, let's go ahead and get set up and count this one down and smoke. So this is a big hog, okay? And clearly he's a boar. You're never gonna see a sow walking alone like that. It's always like a big boar. This is a big boar. So we get set up and we do the countdown. And we put him to sleep. This is a nice night. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the setup was perfect and we were able to get right up in on them and, and let them have it.
You know, what we wound up doing, this first engagement, there were so many hogs out there in front of us. It was amazing. The thing about it is, this time of year, the grass is up real high. You know, it's hard to see them. I mean, it really is. And so even after you knock them down, it's hard to find them unless you've got a good thermal. And so with a good thermal, you're able to find them. And without that thermal, we probably wouldn't have found them. But you know, then the thing about it is, we hit that road and there were so many hogs on that road.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, they were way up there. I thought, let's count it down and shoot at the same time. We'll drop that guy right in front of us, and hopefully the guys in the back won't run off. And if they do, they'll come back. Well, we dropped the guy in front of us. He kind of ran off to the side and died. The other guys in the back, they never came back. So we rounded these guys up, stacked up, and want to show you what we got done, and it turned out to be a pretty good night.
Yeah, real good night.
for everybody but the hogs.
So we're in a new spot this evening. It looks a little bit different. It's a lot more open. We can see from right here several hundred yards. One thing that hasn't changed, it's still hot. It's over 100 degrees. We're just out here baking. But we have the 40 cal clock here set up. We'll just sit here and bake and wait. And this evening should be real good.
Big black one in the middle.
Yep.
I'll tell you when. Yeah,
Don't move.
it just bit that one. Right. That's a sow. You want to kill it? You see that boar that just came in behind it?
Yep.
Kill that boar.
Right there. I'm on him.
1 second. Let him get closer.
Right in the middle.
That one's just so covered up.
What about that boar right there? Big boar facing us.
I think that's a sow with a big one in front of it.
No.
Okay,
That one right there. That's a boar right there.
It's directly below the crank.
Yep.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. Yes. We say that. Boom. Pistol pig number 3, baby.
Awesome. That was so sweet. There was a ton of them again right on top of us. We got a big boar. Biggest one out of the group. That was sweet. All right, so it's our last night here, pistol hunting, and got this pig here. After we knocked him down, we loaded him up in the buggy and got out of there real quick, because tonight we have a thermal hog hunt, and that's gonna be the same pasture we'll be hunting. So we're gonna get this pig loaded up and grab a bite to eat and head out for some thermal hunting here as soon as it gets dark. So when you're hunting with somebody on these pig hunts at night, you gotta have a plan. As Keith and I go up and set up on the sticks, we make a plan. So the conditions are perfect. It's gotten much cooler, thank goodness. At nighttime, you have to make sure you're safe. You're walking around with loaded guns, with other people. Now, of course, I trust Keith, but when we set up, you gotta make sure you know what everyone's doing and where the safe shooting lanes are.
Better do it. Watch your count. Watch your count. You there? Come on, man. Okay, here we go. I think that's done. He dropped. So one of the things that I found a long time ago is that depth perception with thermals really difficult.
Yeah.
And judging size is difficult. Look at the size, and the thing that I really like about this is he's got nature's gravy all down the side. See, the gravy's just dripping off the tailgate. It's beautiful. Yeah, he was all by himself and going through that grass, and the thing about it is all of a sudden he started getting kind of boogery, but he wasn't getting boogery because of us. He was getting boogery because of the cows. Yeah. But we had no idea that he was this big. I mean, we both dumped him on the tail. I mean, it was just wonderful. And Tyler, I appreciate you coming down.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and we had a lot of success.
Yes, we did. We put a lot of pork on the ground. And folks, we appreciate y'all watching, and we'll catch you next time.